everyone. Today I'm excited to show you a new recipe for a delicious sweet snack called Doodle Buddies. And if you've ever had puppy chow, it's similar to that, but a little bit different flavor. It's like the puppy chow, or what some people call Muddy Buddies, but these are called Doodle Buddies because they're similar to the Snickerdoodle cookie. Okay, so they're called Doodle Buddies. And they have white chocolate and sugar and cinnamon, and they're delicious. They're not a healthy snack. So, most of the things that I teach you are healthy. This is not a healthy snack, but that's okay. It's okay to have a sweet, unhealthy snack in moderation every once in a while, just not too much. All right, so I'm gonna look at my recipe. I've already washed my hands and I'm ready to go. Now, when you go to make this at home, my recipe will be down in the description. So just scroll down under the video and click on see more and you'll be able to see the entire recipe. So first step, step 1, measure 6 cups of cereal into a large mixing bowl. Now you're gonna use some type of Squares cereal. The Chex cereal is the name brand. I have the generic, of course. I always buy generic because it's cheaper and I think it tastes just as good. So you're gonna have some kind of Chex or Squares cereal. I got the corn Chex, but there's also wheat Chex or rice Chex, whatever your family likes. And I'm gonna get 6 cups. So I have a 1 cup dry measuring cup, and I'm gonna fill it up to the top 6 times. Bend the box a little bit. It's easier to scoop them out. And you want to fill it up to the top. Fill up the whole cup. And then I like to count them out loud because 6 is a lot. You don't want to get off track. So there's 1, 2, 3. Use your fingers, try to make sure it's not too overflowing. That's 3. 4. Okay, 5. And one more is 6. Now you don't want to have too much because then your snack will be dry. You won't have enough chocolate to cover it all. So that's why you don't want them overflowing, mounded up over the top. You want it right to the top of the measuring cup. So there's my 6 cups of my Squares cereal. Now I'm gonna set that bowl off to the side because I'm not gonna use it right now. Set that off to the side. And I'm on step 2. Step 2 says combine powdered sugar, granulated sugar, and cinnamon in a large plastic bag. Okay, so I have a large plastic bag here. I've got granulated sugar, which is your regular sugar that's in little granules. So it's kind of like little pieces of sand, but it's white sugar. And then I also have powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is what's used to make frosting, glazes like on glazed donuts. Sometimes people take powdered sugar and put it on top of brownies, so sprinkle it on top. That's really good. And then sometimes people put powdered sugar like on top of waffles or things like that. So they're not the same ingredient. They're very different. Granulated sugar is little granules. Powdered sugar is very fluffy, okay? So they're made with a different process, okay? So I need both of them to go into this bag. So it says combine powdered sugar. So I look to the top. I need 1 3/4 cups. Oh, nope, I need 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. Now, an interesting thing is, measuring cups don't come in 3/4 of a cup. There's a 1/4 one, there's a 1/2 one, and there's a 1. Okay, there's no 3/4. And there's usually a 1/3 too. So to make 3/4 of a cup, I have to do a little math, do a little fraction calculation in my head, and figure that to get 3/4 of a cup, I have to use the half plus a fourth, and that equals 3/4. Or I can use the 1/4, 1, 2, 3 times, and that gives me 3/4, okay? So to get 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, this time I'm gonna use the half and the fourth. And when you measure powdered sugar, you wanna have it so it's nice and fluffy in your measuring cup, and then level it across with a leveler or the flat side of a butter knife. So I'm gonna make it nice and fluffy, fill up my measuring cup so it's overflowing. Okay, this is my powdered sugar. I'm gonna level across. There we go. And I've got 1/2 cup going into the large plastic bag. Put that in. And now I'm gonna put 1/4 of a cup into the bag. So have it so it's overflowing. And level it across. Okay. And now I've got 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar in there. Yum. Okay. Done with that. There's the lid. Put that away. Okay. Now in the plastic bag, I need 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. So this is my granulated sugar, my regular sugar, and I just need 1/4 of a cup. So with granulated sugar, it's not fluffy, so you don't have to spoon it in gently. You can just fill it so it's overflowing and level across. There's a perfect 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. That goes into the bag. Okay, and I'm gonna put this off to the side because I'm done with that. Okay, now it says combine powdered sugar, granulated sugar, and cinnamon in a large plastic bag. I look to my recipe at the top, and I need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So I've got my 1 TSP. Make sure you don't get the tablespoon. That would be way too strong. Get your 1 teaspoon and your cinnamon. And this one has a little shaker on the top. I'm actually gonna take that off. It comes off like that. That way I can dip in my teaspoon, have it so it's overflowing, and level it across. I get some on the counter. I'll just wipe that up with a wipe or a wet cloth. There's 1 teaspoon, and I'm gonna get another teaspoon. Fill it so it's overflowing. Level across with your leveler. There we go, perfect. Okay, oh, it smells so good. Smells like cinnamon rolls. All right, and then I'm gonna close the bag and just kind of shake it up a little bit to mix that cinnamon and sugar up. Oh, I think that's good. All right, put that off to the side. So now I am on step 3. 3 says, melt the white chocolate chips in the microwave for 30 seconds. Okay, so I have another smaller glass bowl that can go in the microwave. You could just use a small cereal bowl, that would be fine. And for the white chocolate chips, I need 1 3/4 cup. 1 3/4 cup. So I'm gonna do 1 cup and then 3/4 of a cup. So I'm gonna pour in the white chocolate chips, fill it to the top. Okay, that looks good. Nice up to the top, not overflowing. 1 cup of white chocolate chips. And then if you remember to get 3/4, because I'm doing 1 3/4, I'm gonna do a half and a fourth. That equals 3/4. So I'm gonna fill up the half cup. Top. There we go. And now I need the 1/4 to get 1 3/4. making a mess here. All right, put a little more in there. Okay, so now I've got 1 3/4. Okay, put these back in the bag for another time. Now, Muddy Buddies, they use chocolate chips and peanut butter, but we're making Doodle Buddies. They use white chocolate and cinnamon. So good. All right, so it says melt the white chocolate chips in the microwave for 30 seconds, stir, and then repeat until melted. Now, white chocolate chips are really great because they melt very smoothly. So we're gonna put them in the microwave. Set the timer for 30 seconds. Okay. After 30 seconds, we're gonna scrape the side and stir it up, and then see if we need any more time to get it nice and melted. We want it melted really nice and creamy because we're gonna pour that over the cereal, and if it's not melted enough, it will clump up. Also, we gotta be careful not to overcook the white chocolate chips because they can burn very easily too, and then that won't work either. All right, so we're gonna take them out after 30 seconds. You see they have not started to melt yet, but I do need to give them a stir. Mix them up with my rubber scraper. I'm scraping the bottom and the sides. Okay, just getting started. And we'll do another 30 seconds. Time cook, 30, start. So we did, so far, 30 seconds, stirred it, and now we're gonna do another 30 seconds, and then we'll see how much we need from there. Now remember, the way the microwave works is those microwaves are coming out of the side of the microwave, going right through the glass, hitting the white chocolate chips, making their molecules vibrate and rub against each other, and that's that friction of the molecules rubbing against each other is producing the heat that is going to melt the white chocolate chips. Okay. Oh, it's warm. And oh, it's starting to melt a little bit. We'll scrape the bottom. Okay, turn it over, fold it. And then we'll do another 30 seconds. And I can actually just push this button that says plus 30 seconds. There we go. And I think I have a feeling that after this one, it should be done. So remember we did 30, stir, 30, stir, and now we're gonna see if this is it, if this is all we need. I think I have a feeling it will be. It depends too on how powerful your microwave is. This is actually a brand new microwave, so it's pretty powerful. So yours, if you have an older microwave or a smaller microwave, it might take a little bit longer. Just depends. You have to do 30 seconds at a time and stir and then see where you're at. Well, looks like we're not quite there yet. I'm gonna give it a stir and let's see. Oh, you know what? It is done. Nice and smooth and creamy. Remember, I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to burn it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back over to my demonstration table. You can see how creamy it looks. Nice and melted. I'm scraping the sides and the bottom of the bowl. Okay, so now it says pour the white chocolate over the cereal and stir until coated. Okay, so I'm going to bring my cereal bowl over and I'm going to hold the bowl up, scrape the side of the bowl and scrape that melted white chocolate into my cereal. Looks pretty good. I scraped the side of the bowl and got most of it out. And then I want to quickly start stirring this and coating the cereal. You want to be careful not to push it out the sides. Scrape the bottom, fold it over, kind of like we did when we made the Rice Krispie treats. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. Okay. You want to stir it until there's chocolate on all of the cereal. Okay. Throw that little guy back in. I think I'm about there. Now I'm being careful. I'm doing this very gently because I don't want to crush the cereal. I do want to just lift it and fold it over. Lift it and fold it over. And I think this is about done. Looks good. Okay, so now I'm on step 5. Dump into a large plastic bag with the cinnamon sugar mixture and seal and shake until coated. All right, now this is going to be a 2-person job because I need to put this cereal into this bag. So I'm gonna have my cameraman come on up and he's gonna hold the bag open for me. If you wanna come on this side, Sam, and you can hold the bag open like that. Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna start putting the cereal into the bag. This is the hardest part, I think. Well, let's see. I can try to do it this way. Yeah. Because we're going to try to get it in the bag so that we can get this cereal coated with that powdered sugar mixture and cinnamon. It's so good. You can see why this is definitely a 2-person job, because you need somebody to hold the bag open. Sam, you're doing a fabulous job. Okay, almost there. All right, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Okay, so now I'm going to close the bag and start to shake it. So what's happening now is that cinnamon and sugar mixture is sticking to the chocolate, to the white chocolate, and giving it a nice sweet coating. Nice sweet cinnamon coating. I think that's about all we need to do. All right, looks good. Okay, so now we are on step 6. Coat a cookie sheet, cover a cookie sheet with a piece of waxed paper. Pour the cereal onto the cookie sheet to cool. Okay, so I've got a cookie sheet there. Okay, I'm gonna get a piece of wax paper. Wax paper is great because things don't stick to it. So I can put a piece of wax paper over this cookie sheet and the chocolate will not stick to it. If you don't have any wax paper, you can do a light layer cooking spray on your cookie sheet. Or if you don't want to cool it, you want to just eat it warm, you can do that too. But we're going to let it cool so it doesn't all stick together. Okay. And you're going to want to spread it out. It's so good. It smells really good. It smells like chocolate and cinnamon. Just like a little, it smells kind of like a baking cinnamon roll. It's really good. All right, and then you would just let this set for a few minutes until it cools, and then you can move it into a plastic container or a big baggie, or you can just eat it. So I'm gonna try a bite here and see how it tastes. It's really good. A really good sweet snack for a treat. All right, well, I hope that you make this at home and your family loves it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.